Oh, TikTok, I told you, TikTok. I told you. Stop messing with my lives or I'm going to go to warfare with you. So the real reason behind the ban of TikTok is to stop the awakening of the true Israelites. It has nothing to do with China or any other nation. It's all about Israel, who are presumably in North America right now. But what we're about to go through is the book of Isaiah, chapter 11, and I'm going to show you the future. Shall we begin? Isaiah 11, verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands like Haiti of the sea. What does it mean to recover Israel from the four corners of the earth, or even a second time? To understand that, you have to understand the first time, which was Exodus. The first Exodus. There will be a second. This is known as the day of the Lord. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcast of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So that alone shows you that in the end, true Israel will be spread to the four corners of the earth, not in one little sliver of a landmass. They're not going to have an army to be able to go to war with Palestinians or any of that. They are going to be third-class citizens of the entire earth until the Messiah comes back. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines towards the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them. So just from a little research, we know that Edom, Moab, and Ammon are the nations that enslaved Israel. And when I say enslaved, I mean transatlantic slave trade and Arab slave trade. That's what I mean when I say that. And the Lord shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and with his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the river, and shall smite it in seven, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 streams, and make men go over dry shod. So we know during the first Exodus, only one stream was created, the Red Sea, when Moses parted it. In the second Exodus, 7 streams will be created, and men are going to walk over it dry shod. And there shall be a highway for the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, like as was to Israel in the day that he came up out of the land of Egypt. Blatantly showing you that this is a second Exodus, and this is a second occurrence of freeing the Israelites from the nations they are scattered in. Isaiah 11. And when you go to Isaiah 12, it's only 5 or 6 verses, and it's just Israel giving praise to the Father for this happening right here. So we're not even going to go to that. We're going to skip right to Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13, verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amoz did see. What Babylon? Mystery Babylon. Revelation 18, Babylon. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Now, does that mean just the Israelites? Not necessarily. In the video before this, I showed you how Ishmaelites also honor God, and he's made a covenant with them. Our eschatology may be different. They may not believe that Christ is the Son of God. But does that decimate the covenant that God made with them? Absolutely not. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. So what does that mean? They're going to be empowered by the God of Isaac, Abraham, and Jacob. He is going to be leading the charge, making them virtually invincible, right? Verse 5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. This is called the day of the Lord. Do y'all understand? This is an end time prophecy. Therefore shall all hearts be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Now we're going to skip down to verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Who are the Chaldees? Babylonians. Who was the father of the Babylonian theology? Who was the father of the Babylonian religions? Terah, Abraham's father, second in command under Nimrod. So any nation that follows Terah, like the West, like America, this is what's about to happen to you. And then he gets specific about who is going to cause this destruction. I will stir up the Medes, we see in verse 17. Who are the Medes? The Medes were an ancient Iranian people and one of the ancestors of modern Kurdish people who lived in the northwestern portions of present-day Iran. So now does it make sense why the West is so afraid of Iran getting certain weapons? Now does it make sense that anytime the U.S. brings an accusation against Iran, they immediately recant their statements? They dodge the blow? Does it make sense now? The reason for that is they understand when the Most High gets behind this nation, like he said he would, they will be unstoppable. And the Most High is going to use them like he did before to free the Israelites. Cyrus the Great was the founder of the Achaemenid Empire and king of Persia from 559 to 530 BC. He is venerated in the Hebrew Bible as Cyrus, the Messiah, for conquering Babylon and liberating the Jews from captivity. So it makes sense when we see movies like 300, because this is Xerxes, right? This is King Xerxes, a Persian, a Mede. It makes sense when we see movies like 300, they make him the enemy automatically. But what do we learn, though? What did we learn from the movie 300? How did it end? Xerxes didn't lose, did he? Persians are people of war. Like the video before this one, we see that Ishmael became a great hunter, right? God ordained him to be that for a purpose. So Israel, get prepared. Ramadan ends one day after the total solar lunar eclipse. If you like the information or like the channel, like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to donate or offer, look inside the description. Shalom.